This could be the massive gamble that either secures our dominance or leaves the cupboard bare for years. The name at the center of this shocking draft day rumor is Ruben Bain Jr. Chicago is reportedly eyeing a move that would cost us a king's ransom in draft picks. We are talking about jumping 15 spots into the top 10 to grab a defensive monster. It is a high-risk play that would sacrifice our future depth for one single game wrecker now. Ruben Bain Jr. is the player that could change everything for our defense. The news coming out of the front office suggests we are planning a massive trade with the New York Giants. We currently sit at pick 25, but the rumors say we are moving up to pick 10. To make this happen, we have to give up a lot of value. We would lose our second-round pick this year and our second-round pick next year. If this really happens, everything changes for US. Subscribe now so you don't miss the next update. This trade is all about getting a specific player who can wreck games. After winning the division last year, we cannot afford to get comfortable. The competition in the NFC North is getting stronger every day. We need a star who can pressure the quarterback and finish plays. Ruben Bain Jr. is that guy. He played for Miami in college and he was a total force on the field. Some people are worried about the length of his arms, but his talent is undeniable. He plays with so much energy and power that he often looks unblockable. We need that kind of fire on our defensive line right now. If we stay at pick 25, we might miss out on a truly special talent. By moving up to pick 10, we ensure that we get the best pass rusher available. It is a bold move that shows we are serious about staying at the top. The New York Giants are willing to move back because they need more picks to rebuild their roster. It seems like a perfect match for both teams. However, for Chicago, it means putting all our eggs in one basket. We are betting that one player is worth 3 high-value draft picks. That is a huge weight to put on a young player's shoulders. We have seen teams do this before and succeed, but we have also seen it fail miserably. This news is shaking up everything we thought we knew about the draft. The fans are divided on whether this is the right move. Some love the aggression while others fear the cost. We are looking for a game wrecker who can lead this defense for the next decade. If this trade goes through, the pressure will be on immediately. Ruben Bain Jr. would be the face of this new defensive era. We have seen the flashes of greatness on his college tape, but this new problem is exactly why the front office is sweating right now. The scouts are looking at his physical measurements and wondering if he can handle the size of pro offensive linemen. His arms are shorter than what most teams look for in a top 10 pick. This creates a massive gap between his incredible potential and the current frustration regarding his physical traits. Ryan Poles is a man who usually values certain physical standards very highly. Breaking away from his preferred strategy to draft this specific pass rusher is a massive risk. He usually likes to keep his picks and build through volume, not by trading away future assets for one guy. This prospect plays like his hair is on fire, but will that intensity be enough to overcome his physical limitations? We have seen players with short arms struggle to keep blockers off their bodies in the big leagues. If he cannot get his hands on the opponent first, he might get neutralized completely. That is the fear keeping everyone up at night in the scouting department. On the other hand, his production in college was absolutely elite. He was a dominant force who made life miserable for every quarterback he faced. He has the strength to push people back and the speed to run around them. The conflict here is between what the numbers say and what the eyes see on the film. The film says he is a superstar who cannot be stopped by anyone. The measurements say he might be a reach at pick 10. This is the ultimate gamble for a general manager who is trying to keep a winning team together. The front office knows that if they miss on this pick after giving up so much, it could set the franchise back for years. The pressure on the young man to perform from day one will be unlike anything he has ever experienced. Every time he misses a sack or gets blocked, fans will think about those traded second-round picks. It is a heavy burden for anyone to carry, especially a rookie. We are watching a high-stakes poker game unfold in real time. The team is betting that his motor and technique will outweigh his short reach. If they are right, we get a legend. If they are wrong, we lose our future. This move could help them win more games immediately because it fills the biggest hole on the roster. We need someone who can scare the other team's quarterback. If we do not have a strong pass rush, our secondary will get tired and give up big plays. This could be the difference between winning another division title or falling to the bottom of the pack. When you have a player who can create pressure by himself, everything else becomes easier for the defense. The coaches can use simpler schemes because they know the front line will do their job. This means fewer mistakes and more turnovers for our side. If we get this right, our defense becomes a nightmare for everyone in the league. This is about making sure we stay ahead of the teams that are trying to take our spot. The rest of the division is getting better, and they are all looking for ways to beat us. We cannot just stay the same and expect to keep winning every year. We have to be aggressive and find ways to get better athletes on the field. Bringing in a dominant force on the edge changes the way teams have to block us. They will have to use two people to stop him, which leaves someone else free to make a tackle. This creates a chain reaction that helps the whole team play better. It is about creating a winning culture where we go after the best players. If we pass on this opportunity, we might regret it for a long time. We have seen what happens when we settle for average players on the defensive line. It leads to long drives for the opponent and more points against us. We want to be the team that dictates the pace of the game. We want the other team to be afraid every time they have to pass the ball. This trade is the fastest way to make that happen. It is a direct path to becoming a dominant force in the playoffs. Fans want to see a team that is not afraid to take big swings. This is the biggest swing we have seen in a long time. It shows that the organization is fully committed to winning right now. The impact of this decision will be felt on every single play this season. Winning or losing often comes down to one or two big plays. Let us look at the two paths this could take because the stakes are incredibly high for everyone involved. In the best-case scenario, this young man becomes an instant superstar for us. He overcomes his physical traits with pure effort and technique. He starts sacking quarterbacks in the very first game and never stops. He becomes the leader of the defense and makes everyone around him better. If this works, we look like geniuses for making the trade. We would have a dominant pass rusher for the next decade on a rookie contract. This would allow us to spend money on other positions while keeping a top-tier defense. We would likely win the division again and make a deep run in the playoffs. Our defense would be feared across the entire league once again. But if it fails, the consequences will be devastating for our future. Imagine if he struggles to handle the size of pro blockers and becomes just another guy on the bench. We would have spent 3 high draft picks on a player who does not contribute. We would be missing those 2 second-round picks that could have been used to fix other parts of the team. The roster would start to get thin and old because we do not have young talent coming in. This could lead to a losing season and a lot of finger-pointing in the front office. People would lose their jobs over a mistake this big. The fans would be furious that we gambled away our future for nothing. It is a terrifying thought for any supporter of this team. We are standing at a crossroads right now. One path leads to glory and another leads to a long and painful rebuild. The tension is building as we get closer to the draft. Every expert has a different opinion on what will happen. Some say he is a can't-miss prospect, while others say he is a bust waiting to happen. The truth is that nobody knows for sure until he steps on the field. That uncertainty is what makes this so nerve-wracking for all of us. We are waiting to see if our team has the courage to make the move or if they will play it safe. Playing it safe might be the smartest move, but it rarely leads to championships. We want to see greatness, but greatness always comes with a massive amount of risk. This situation is very clear for the Chicago Bears. We have a chance to trade up and grab a defensive star who could lead us for years. But it will cost us 2 second-round picks and a major shift in our draft strategy. It is a choice between safety and greatness. The front office has to decide if Ruben Bain Jr. is truly the missing piece to a championship puzzle. We have seen what a dominant pass rush can do for this city in the past. It brings an energy that nothing else can match. But we also know the pain of a draft bust that sets us back. Be honest, would you trust a rookie with short arms in this high-stakes situation? It is a tough call that will define the next few years for our franchise. We want to hear your thoughts on this potential blockbuster move. Do you love the aggression or do you hate the price? Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more exclusive updates. Turn on those notifications so you never miss a beat. This isn't just a move for today. It's a decision that will define this team for years.